There was a smear of blood across her chest, and a revolver was next to her head.
So she could answer questions that
told
required
detectives
yes and no.
Janet
Accidentally ingested a lethal amount of arsenic at home.
Have you ever wondered what occurs when a crime scene isn't what it seems? A teacher becomes paralyzed after experiencing an unexplained illness. According to a hair test, she has been poisoned over several months, with the poisoning becoming stronger each month. Are you ready to explore this puzzling mystery behind the poison? Donna Blay, a 7th grade math teacher and mother of 2 children in a St. Louis suburb, comes to school one day with weird numbness in her feet. She worries about her safety and her ability to drive and handle the car safely. She starts to lose feeling in her hands and feet and has swelling in her legs as the day progresses. Donna loves teaching and learning, so she keeps doing it even though it hurts. Alarmed kids alerted the administration, and paramedics arrived to discover Donna struggling to breathe. But things got worse, and she ended up in the hospital. Her symptoms were unclear, making it difficult for doctors to diagnose her condition. Doctors were struggling to save her.
We had no idea what was wrong with her. She had nonspecific symptoms. She developed numbness of the lower extremities, and confusion.
Donna had a seizure disorder, anxiety, and numbness in her extremities. They were shocked to learn that she excreted 420 times more arsenic in her urine than usual. Tests showed that arsenic poisoning had taken place inside Donna's body. The puzzle grew more profound as to how Donna got exposed to such high doses of arsenic. How was that possible? Since arsenic poisoning was a rare case, an in-depth investigation was required. The police and Donna's family were informed of the circumstances. The police interviewed nurses, staff members at the hospital, and anybody else who had contact with Donna. Still, nobody knew how she might have come to deal with such elevated arsenic levels. St. Louis County Police Detective Tony Grimmel took over the case. He studied the causes and consequences of arsenic poisoning, delving deeper into the case. Investigators had to look at everything, including attempted suicide and murder, even as they took into account environmental concerns like a tampered water supply. Given the rarity of arsenic poisoning, Detective Grimmel had to learn more about the toxin.
I found out that from the hospital that Donna Boley's level of arsenic was right at the lethal dosage, and that she was on the fence and could possibly die.
It would not be possible for Detective Grimmel to talk with Donna at that moment. She was not only in serious condition, but also unable to speak or move her neck, making it impossible for her to interact with Donna. The investigators would need to look elsewhere for their answers. If hospital staff members had any fresh information, they asked them to get in touch. Grimmel went to the country's medical examiner's expert to get the answers, where he met Dr. Christopher.
Arsenic symptoms are so common and typical of like the flu or possibly food poisoning that most physicians tend to focus on that area to see if there's some sort of biological reason why.
Jim Boley, Donna's husband, expressed surprise and worry for his wife's safety during their interview. As Donna's condition worsens, her husband and son increasingly worry. They are at a loss for a diagnosis that would account for her unbearable symptoms. At first, Donna's family physician speculates that she might have IBS, a chronic illness that can cause discomfort and pain in the abdomen. Donna feels glad that there is a reason for her symptoms, but they still exist and get worse with time. Donna's husband, who has a tumultuous past with his spouse, surfaces as the investigation progresses. Jim is questioned by the cops, who also gather evidence from their house, including a tap water sample. Nevertheless, there is no detectable amount of arsenic in the water or home goods tested. The detectives next focus on Donna's place of employment to locate clues there. They learn that Donna has been experiencing issues with a former co-worker and a few kids, but a closer look reveals that these people had been absent from the school in months. Detectives must work hard to uncover the truth and apprehend the offender, as there are no leads at the home or the school. the testing of Donna's hair gave the inquiry a fresh angle. Her arsenic levels increased significantly over time, according to the results, suggesting that she had been exposed to the poison for a considerable amount of time. At this step, something surprising has happened. Everyone caring for Donna is shocked to learn that she has been poisoned. Her hair has high quantities of arsenic, which suggests that she intentionally poisoned herself rather than ingesting it by mistake. Donna used an alphabet board to communicate with Detective Grimmel, even though she was paralyzed and couldn't talk. Through their conversations, Donna confided in Jim, her husband, about her suspicion that he was responsible for her poisoning. Donna can express her suspicions about her husband, Jim, to the police and a nurse. She remembers him giving her a glass of milk that had a pink residue at the bottom, and she hears him discussing arsenic over the phone. When Donna's family found a secret gym bag full of love notes, obscene images, and advertisements for escort services, their suspicions only deepened.
Detective Grimmel questioned Jim on his adulterous liaisons and the recent augmentation of Donna's life insurance coverage. Jim was arrested even though he insisted he had nothing to do with his wife's poisoning. After more inspection, no signs of arsenic were found in the tap water or home products. Jim was arrested based on the toxicological results and Donna's contact, even though the evidence against him was circumstantial. He admitted that because of their tense relationship and need for quality time together, he had wanted to make Donna ill rather than kill her. After being detained for some time, Jim admits to poisoning Donna to get insurance money and start dating other people. He is given consecutive life sentences in prison after being found guilty of first-degree assault and armed criminal action. St. Louis prosecutor Bob Mulla had a strong case for the charge.
The charge that we filed, assault in the first degree, is the most serious charge there is, short of death. It carries a punishment of 10 to 30 years or life in prison.
Jim Boley was found guilty of trying to kill his wife by poisoning. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. This case reflects the detailed service of forensic specialists who apply their understanding of science and investigation abilities to find the truth. They can solve these enigmatic crimes by locating even the tiniest clues the offenders left behind. Donna's condition has left scars, but she isn't going to give up. She starts over, rebuilding her life and discovering happiness in teaching and savoring every moment. Her tenacity and willpower exemplify the human spirit's resiliency in facing difficulty. Donna returns to teaching and finds happiness with a new husband after deciding to move on and take back her life. Donna's narrative provides a terrifying reminder of the evil that can exist beneath the surface of seemingly everyday lives. It warns about the value of trust and the terrible effects of betrayal. Donna has become a survivor and has refused to let her horrific event define her due to her bravery and tenacity. Her victory motivates anybody facing hardship, reminding them that the human spirit can withstand incredible odds. Thank you for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating content. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the one displayed on your screen. Click and I'll meet you there.